Earning that chief designation in your title is no small feat. It isn't always about being the smartest or most productive or having managed or led the largest teams. Very often, specific experiences and demonstrated leadership competencies will outweigh functional or domain expertise. Do you think you have what it takes to join the C-suite? I'll share what I think some of the core competencies are and how to cultivate them.
Hi, I'm Jenny Clark, a conscious leadership expert who spent 2 decades in executive recruiting and talent management. Having worked with giants like Google Spencer Stuart, I discovered that the secret to transformative leadership lies in the 5 dimensions of conscious leadership. And I'm here to help you unlock your full potential. Join me on this channel as we embark on an honest and vulnerable journey together and become the kind of leader that genuinely inspires organizational transformation.
I have a few ways you can get involved in this conscious community. First, I've created a free career map to help you uncover your next move. Second, I've created exclusive content for you with a community of like-minded leaders. And lastly, I send out a free newsletter every week. To learn more, check out the description of this video. So here's the thing. I've done my share of C-level searches as an executive recruiter. And one thing is for sure, no 2 searches are the same, even with the same title. From the perspective of the executive or candidate in consideration, you need to be armed with not only competencies or behaviors that have demonstrated a track record of success, you also need to embody a temperament or mindset that aligns with those of others already in that C-suite. From the perspective of the hiring manager or committee, talent can be found in many unexpected places if you know what the organization needs and know how to assess individuals carefully, holistically, and on the basis of competencies. Your organization will likely have its own list of competencies, leadership and functional, that you should ask for. Here are some of the most important leadership competencies that I've distilled from my recruiting days at Google and at Spencer Stuart. Decision-making, and I'll read, uses quantitative and qualitative data to design solutions and make decisions, includes the ability to evaluate alternative solutions before making decisions, and seeks varied input but won't succumb to consensus thinking. Navigates ambiguity, productively engages with vaguely defined or unquantifiable problems, demonstrates comfort with paradox, and deals constructively with vexing or contradictory issues in data, works effectively under stressful conditions, and shows resilience under ambiguous, changing, or otherwise demanding circumstances. Critical feedback proactively provides regular, well-thought-out, actionable feedback and career development opportunities to others, actively seeks constructive feedback and opportunities to grow professionally for themselves. So in terms of solutions, I'm going to offer 2 sets. One is for the hiring manager or committee, and one is for the aspiring C-suite leader. First, for the hiring manager or hiring committee, align the talent to the business need. Given all the changes we've been going through in the last few years, your company has had to certainly change its strategic and operating plans. So let those plans inform the selection criteria, which should be expressed in terms of competencies. Experience is not enough. Someone with experience might have performed poorly, but they can say they've done it before. Look internally and externally. Internal mobility or hiring from within can be a great thing for the organization and for the individual. The company benefits from the internal person having a faster ramp-up time, and the individual gets to grow their professional portfolio from within the organization. Win-win. Having said that, having external candidates can ensure that you're able to calibrate what great looks like. It also allows you to introduce diversity, whether ethnic, racial, gender, LGBTQ, into the organization. Here's another. Substance over form. Don't become enamored with the most visible or outspoken leaders in your sector. Do your research on the person's organizational impact beyond just the financial performance. Consider speaking to former board directors about this C-level person in question. Remember, you can't speak to current board members because that could compromise the person's candidacy. Now, for you leaders out there, amass skills and competencies, not titles. As you rise up in the organization, be mindful of what roles you're accepting and why. Choose those roles that allow you to have exposure to people and other functions and countries and to have experiences you've never had. Flex your leadership muscles in addition to your functional or domain expertise. Build a robust network. Not that this is a popularity contest, but your followership and sphere of influence need to extend beyond your line of business and even beyond the company you work for. For example, you can demonstrate leadership competencies on civic or nonprofit boards, and this can serve to enhance your reputation beyond your organization. Consider joining professional associations or clubs and attend relevant industry conferences and events, ideally as a speaker. Remember, who you know matters. Not all searches go to the search firms. Many are done internally, in-house recruiters like I was. These recruiters, many of them just don't get out that much. They're used to people coming to them. So having someone as an informal reference can get you the interview. Be discerning. Understand why the role you're being considered for is open. What are the challenges for the business? How has this role changed over the past few years given shifts in the business dynamics? All C-level roles are not worth having. You want to be set up for success. These are appropriate questions to ask the recruiter and the hiring manager or committee. You were always judged on the quality of your questions as much, if not more, than the responses to their questions. Tell your story. I say this a lot, but don't rely on your resume to do the talking. Be able to share with your professional network what you're looking for and why you think your particular set of skills and experiences set you up for success in certain roles. Build your narrative that weaves the elements of your past together specifically for this opportunity. Customize it. This narrative includes aspects of who you are, not just what you've done. What impact have you had on your people, not just on the business? So here's what I want you to take away from this discussion. Aspiring C-suite leaders need to have a handle on your competencies, your network and reputation, your narrative that you share with your network and in your interviews. You also need to do your homework on the company, their performance, their reputation, the executives, their board, everything you can learn. Be discerning. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it, no matter how good the money might be. I know firsthand how taking that first step can be the catalyst for a life-changing transformation. I remember the moment I decided to harness my own strengths, and it made all the difference in my career. That's why I've created a career mapping tool just for you, to help you uncover your unique competencies and leverage them to design your career map. Take the first step towards your next level by clicking the link in the video description, and let's start this incredible journey together.